What's up, you guys? Um, I'm honestly just here to do probably just a dear diary, just talk and let you all know kind of about all the things that have been going on for me the past few weeks, and it's been intense. I actually had to do a whole ritual and everything because I feel like there has been a kind of dark energy holding on to me in a way. But I just had a number of things going on, and so I guess I would start with that, and then I just wanted to get into a topic that I had actually what put into my notes. I always, type into my notes when I'm just sitting around and smoking and things like that about things we'll come and talk about. So I guess today is self-deception and what it has to do with body love and self-love. But I guess I'll catch y'all up first. I've had the just last week was leaving out and was bit by a dog on my hand. It was really intense, really scary. That was on my way to work. The it was a whole lot has happened around that since then, and we won't even go to all the details of that right now because, like I said, I'm just trying to push away this dark energy on me because it's a lot of shifting around I have to do. That has to be done. There is no if, ands, or buts about it. Over it. But then next you know what next day, when I say source in the universe really lets you know when it's time for you to get your ass up. For me, and I've been having to like speak up for myself to God, to source, to the universe, whichever name you want to give it, about the fact that um it needs to, give me the things I need and ask for it in the easy way, not in the hard way. Okay, I get it. I get it. I guess what I needed to learn was faith and knowing that things would always be okay. But realizing, okay, give me what I need, give me what I want, give me what I desire easily. Not that work hard for 40 years, then you retire bullshit type of thing. And I'm not even talking, strictly about corporate jobs or anything like that, but it's just a metaphor in general. But after that, I had to go get a whole new tire, um, pay for that one. Then, like the day after next, driving up the road, and I did that same day when I got that new tire. I was like, I really do just need the other three tires just to be three new tires. But I didn't get them that day. You know, money's tight, funds is tight, etc., etc. So couldn't afford to get, four new tires in a day. But that was not the plan. Anywho, riding up the street, riding home from work. Apparently, I ride over some screws in the road. They get into all of my tires. All of them, except for that one new one that, got the good tread or whatever. So, screws in all the tires. Now I don't have a choice. I end up uh, getting the money to get the three tires, but I had to kind of fuss with the universe. Like, look, this whole playing me the hard way when I ask for something, giving it to me, but we having to play games around it, or again, just my subconscious belief that it has to be bad first before it can be good. It has to be rough before I can make it out and things like that. And just all those sayings we heard and we hear, not heard, but we hear. So just believing that and that happening and me having to rearrange my thoughts around if this is what I asked for, I know I'm going to get it, and I know I'm going to get it when I ask for it, if not even sooner. And it does not have to be hard. It does not have to come with a bunch of obstacles and things in the midst. I can learn from it. I can learn the things I need to learn without having to be beaten up on every single thing I ask for. So just a good little amount of things, and a couple of things were going with my job too. So to go into what the notes that I had written that I realized kind of went along with these thoughts and just the last couple of weeks and me having to diffuse and banish that energy off of me and away from me and tell it no. Look, I said no. Mm-mm. Kind of falls into what we're going to speak about was that self-deception and what it has to do with body and self-love. Self-deception is how you convince yourself that when you're doing something wrong, it's actually right. So an example is blame, minimizing something, denial, etc. This is a no. I know it's another no I have in here. Further down, I'll see if I'll read that to you. When you're overeating, knowing it's no good for you, and your health, which you're saying that you do it because you want to love your body unconditionally. You know, we've all seen this. I bring up this show a lot because I do watch this show on and off. 600-Pound Life, quite frankly, as somebody who teaches body love and things, I want us to actually know consciously what body love is and really be doing it, not being blissfully ignorant and using that as our excuse to do things to our body that it isn't wanting or needing and to help us to evolve us, quite frankly. So that's one of those things, 600-pound life, and they're overeating, quite frankly, and next thing you know, they've gotten to the point where their body can barely support them anymore. Their body can barely support them anymore, but it's still, honestly, to me, with some of the ways, it's amazing how long your body will support you. And imagine if you gave it the right things, how beautiful it could be in all forms, mentally, spiritually, everything, if you did it the correct way. So that self-deception when you're, again, that is an example of when you're doing things such as that, you cannot truly reach the level of body love, of self-love that you're supposed to be at, quite frankly, because you've convinced yourself. You haven't even acknowledged what's really going on. You convince yourself that what's wrong is right. So you can't fix a problem, solve a problem you don't even see is on the test, right? Another example I had was as someone who went through alcoholism, boy, telling myself drinking a small glass of wine is safe because it eases my anxiety when I know it's not good for my personal health. As somebody who suffers from seizures and used to have suffered from alcoholism, like I said, literally would wake up and first thing I was grabbing wasn't my bottle of water like I do now. It was my bottle of wine. It wasn't even a glass of wine. I had sitting on the table. It was literally the whole bottle of wine, getting it, start gulping it down. Not okay, no problem. But I would literally kind of fight this off in every kind of way possible. I remember my mother coming over and saying things about it. All the bottles of wine she would see that were empty that need to be thrown out, and saying something about it, and me taking up for it by saying, "Oh well, wine is grapes, and grapes is okay because grapes is a fruit. What do you know? Whatever the fuck excuse I was using, but it wasn't okay." And it was self deception, and it was causing me not to love my body and not to love myself. Quite frankly, it was harming my body. Don't get me to alcohol and seizures. It was harming my body physically, mentally, spiritually. Um, when it comes to self love, you can, again, like we said, you can't solve a problem that you are refusing to see is even there on the test, that you keep like skipping over, right? You can't solve it that way. So you can keep covering it up, covering it up, covering it up. But when are we actually going to get to healing the problem? Healing the problem. So when it came to me drinking, that's just you trying to cover up an emotion, whatever you're going through, um, for the meantime. For the meantime, it was a show I was just watching. What was that show? What's the name? I feel like it's a new show, but anywho, I'll just say the line I remember for now. And she says about, oh, it's called Severance. That's what it's called. And it's like they can't remember. It kind of splits the mind. They get this procedure done where you can't remember your work life and your personal life from one another. So when you're going into work, you have no clue about your personal life. You can't remember anything outside of it. Like you have one, but you can't remember anything about it. You and it's the same thing when you go to your personal life. You have a job, etc., but you have no clue the details, your coworkers. You can't remember any of that outside of each other. So Uh, where was I getting to with this? Oh, the lady in there. She was telling her husband, not her husband, her brother, telling the guy who had the procedure done. This was, I think, after he had lost someone. She was saying to him, she was saying how 8 hours of not remembering what happened isn't really healing. So basically that's what I was saying when it was coming to drinking, and you kind of trying to find little ways to not have to deal with these emotions and memories and stuff like that, but they're still there lingering inside of you, wanting to be processed and released and things of that nature, and they're going to keep coming at you and affecting your body and your spirit until you do so. And self-deception is a big one in kind of affecting our ability to love our bodies and love ourselves truly, unconditionally, in the right way, not in this fake pretend way, okay? Not in this um, hashtagging Instagram way, but in a genuine way for the moments where you're doubting yourself, but you still know everything is going to be fine, and you're not having to just play pretend and so on and so forth. So I'll kind of wrap it up there, and just try to think of the ways that you may have self-deception, what in you in your daily process, and what you're believing in your thoughts, and what you're doing. Like I said, I gave you a few examples. Overeating, me when it came to me drinking, telling myself that this was okay because it was making me feel good, You know, they say positive thoughts will make you feel good, but we have to think about it all. Because, again, true body love and true self love is what we're going for, not the one just for Instagram likes, Twitter likes, whatever. We're going for the real deal one. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay?